But Jesus says, you don't count the cost, you can't be my disciple. Oh, but is that what he said? Because I know we can read it like that, but I think we're getting it twisted in the translation. I think this has nothing to do about us and everything to do about him. I think he is the one who has counted the cost. He started the work, and he's going to see it through to the end. That's what he's telling this large crowd that's following him. He says, count the cost because I have. I didn't come to not finish what I started. Count the cost. Watch this, watch this, watch this. We thinking, and I don't want us to think like this anymore because it's not about our ability, our strength, our will in it. It's not about that because we're finite. And what's the finite compared to the infinite? See what I'm talking about? What's the natural compared to the supernatural? You think your will gonna hold out? Okay, my man. You see what happens when life comes down. I know you're young with it, you're cocky with it, but you wait till life really comes at you, really starts hitting you. You wait till that divorce hits you that you never saw coming. And then you tell me you counted the cost. You knew that was about to play out and you're gonna endure it. You ain't even gonna know which way to cry. You're gonna be asking God, why? And that's our heart. And that's just one example of a situation. I got some friends that had to go through that kind of stuff. And it hurts a man. They ain't never counted on nothing like that. They thought it was going to be rainbows and butterflies forever. They said I do for better or worse. And then out of left field comes a divorce paper and they wondering why. And it changes their life upside down and inside out. They couldn't count the cost. But Jesus said it wasn't about you counting the cost. To be my disciple, here's what he tells them. The last verse is the key to this. In the same way. Like he just talked about the tower. He just talked about the king counting, seeing if he's got enough to overcome the other. He says, in the same way, those of you who do not give up everything you have cannot be my disciples. What's he telling them? He's telling them it ain't about you. You got to give up you. You got to give up your strength, your ability, your cunningness to plan because you don't know what tomorrow holds. In the same way, if you're not willing to give up that clinch on life, where you got to be in control, that seat on the throne where you got to be the one reigning, you cannot be my disciple. Why? Because Jesus says, I counted the cost. It ain't about you. You don't know what tomorrow holds, but I do. And I need you to rely on me, not you. I need you to hold on my strength and not rely on yours. I need you to stand on my foundation and not be built on yours because yours is sinking sand. You're going to crumble with it when the waves hit with life. And I promise you, they're going to hit. Oh, you don't see them coming. But I know they're on their way. See what I'm talking about? He says, if you're not willing to give up everything, and he's talking about your control, your ability to plan, to decide, to count the cost, your ability to endure, your greatest strength and triumph, you have to die to self that you might live in him and allow him to live through you. That's what he's talking about. It ain't about us knowing what tomorrow holds. It's about us knowing who holds tomorrow and belonging to him and trusting in him and giving up all that we are to gain all that he is. We trade our weakness for his strength. That's what he's saying. And then you my disciple. When you give it all up, you my disciple. You ain't resting on your strength. You rested on mine. And that's all I'm trying to get you to. Like that's what he's trying to tell us. He came because he counted the cost.